Please welcome Sean Cooley.
Welcome everyone to our session, Optimize at Scale, Advanced Strategies for Your Holiday Campaigns. My name is Sean Cooley, and I'm an advertising specialist here at Amazon Ads. Over the past 3 years, I've been working with advertisers of all different sizes, and in many different categories, to help them understand how to use the features available to them to make the most of their Amazon Ads campaigns and grow their business on Amazon. I'm excited to share with all of you some of these strategies and go into more depth on how you can use them to help your business. Later in the program, I'll be taking your questions, so please submit them along the way. And here's how. For those of you in the room with us, you'll need to access your Amazon Accelerate app. If you've not yet downloaded the app, scan the QR code on the back of your badge, and the password is Amazon. Make sure that you capitalize the A. Once in, navigate to our session under Agenda and choose Q&A on your engagement panel. Type your question and then submit. For those of you joining virtually, make sure that you're checked into the session under the video player for full engagement panel access. Your engagement panel is on the right-hand side. Click Q&A and then submit your questions. At the end, we will dedicate some time to answer these questions for the entire audience. With that, let's go ahead and take a look at the agenda for this session. As we're heading into the Q4 shopping period, I'll share the latest holiday campaign tips and strategies with you, and introduce you to the features and reports available in your advertising console, which can help you make results-based optimizations at scale. These can and should be adjusted so that they are relevant for your very own Q4 holiday campaigns. So let's start by talking about collecting your 2021 learnings. I want to start with this quote from Bruno Saboga, a creator at EM Games. Bruno said, "With Amazon Ads, it's one of the best ways to test and gain visibility in a category like toys, especially during the holiday season." Using Amazon reporting on brand analytics and sponsored ads can help you understand how holiday shoppers' search terms change, and how to best showcase your product to those customers. So let's go ahead and explore this holiday insight together. Bruno is encouraging us to test our holiday campaigns and measure the impact of these tests using campaign reports and brand analytics to understand how shopping behaviors change over the holiday period and then optimize based on these learnings. I want to spend the next few slides exploring some of the different reports and areas of your advertising console, which can help you collect these peak period learnings. Then, I'll move into the different ways that you can use the learnings to optimize your holiday campaigns. Let's head into our first section. I want to take a quick look at all of the self-service solutions. You might already be using some of these to help promote your products and brand on Amazon, or you might be new to them. Either way, we'll review these now to help set the stage for what we'll cover in today's session. First is sponsored products. Sponsored products may be the solution that you're the most familiar with. It lets you target by keyword or product to help increase visibility of your individual products in both shopping results and on product detail pages. As I mentioned, this is also the solution that we're going to be focusing on during our session today. Sponsored Brands is a customizable cost-per-click ad solution that helps customers discover and engage with your brand as they shop on Amazon. The ads feature rich creatives to help you tell your brand story, and you can choose from 3 ad format options: Product Collection, Store Spotlight, and Video. Next is Sponsored Display. Sponsored Display can help you drive awareness, consideration, and conversion. With automatically generated display ads that showcase your product and appear on and off Amazon. Sponsored Display offers contextual and audience-based targeting to help you reach your goals. Additionally, I want to mention that products and features may not be available in all marketplaces. If there are any differences in the features that you have available to you, this may be because the feature isn't available at this time. So let's look at the different ways that you can analyze your campaigns. To collect insights, you can use your Q4 holiday campaigns as a reference. You may have already done these next steps after the 2021 Q4 shopping period or your peak periods throughout the year. But if not, we recommend following this checklist now. You can start by downloading relevant reports for the periods where you ran peak period campaigns. Next, at the campaign level, identify how much you increased your bids and budgets by, and then determine if this led to more impressions, clicks, sales, and a higher ROAS. We'll cover some actions that you can take if you didn't meet your campaign level goals shortly. Finally, you should review your most successful targeting strategies and products at the targeting level. Before we look at the role of individual reports, I want to discuss the importance of considering the dates and phases of your plan when you're reviewing your learnings. We recommend using the date filters available within the Campaign Manager and your reports to confirm that you're measuring the correct phase of your campaign. The outline here has 3 timelines to keep in mind: the discovery or preparation phase, the peak event, and the opportunities phase. Shoppers may engage with your products before, during, and after the peak event timeline. As a reminder, discovery is the phase where shoppers may engage with your products in the lead up to the peak event. The peak event is the duration of a specific selling event, like Prime Day or Black Friday, to use a couple of examples. And the opportunities phase is the timeline where shoppers may re-engage with your products after the event. Post-peak period, there are 2 recommendations on when to analyze your performance. Once, 2 weeks after the peak event to account for sales attribution during the peak event. And then once again, 4 weeks out to measure the effectiveness of your campaigns. For example, if you wanted to analyze the impact of a previous peak period creative, you would need to make sure that the insights that you're reviewing match the time that your peak period creative was active. When collecting learnings from previous campaigns, you should look beyond the dates of the holiday or peak period and continue to monitor the impact of these holiday-specific campaigns. As you're planning your peak period holiday campaigns, there are likely a few areas that you'll be looking to optimize within your campaigns. Over the next few slides, I'll show you the reports that you can use to identify your top-performing products and shopping queries from previous peak periods. Collecting these learnings is key to setting up your holiday campaigns with your strongest keywords and products possible. Remember that each report that Amazon Ads offers can help you identify trends and insights, but using reports together is key to help maximize your campaign performance. So, you'll find a few reports useful when collecting campaign insights to optimize this year's holiday campaigns. Let's start by looking at the Category Benchmark Report. This is a useful report to use if you are wanting to better understand how well your peak period campaigns are performing against other peers in the same category. Category benchmarks are available for impressions, click-through rate, return on ad spend, and advertising cost of sale. For each metric, the benchmark presents your performance with your closest peers' performance values at the median, the lowest performing quartile, and highest performing quartile within specific shopping categories. The report is customizable up to a 90-day look-back window and is available for sponsored brands campaigns. Using our fictional cookware brand, Green Pot, we can see an example of their category benchmark report. Let's imagine that Green Pot downloads this report to understand how their campaigns are performing compared to their peers. giving them more insight into how well they are performing in their product category across the impressions, click-through rate, return on ad spend, and advertising cost of sale. In the last 30 days, when looking at impressions for kitchen cookware sets, GreenPot is showing 284,000 total impressions. When looking at the bottom 25%, the median, and the top 25%, they can see that their impression count is just below the peer median, letting them know that their impression count is about average compared to other advertisers advertising similar products in the same category with sponsored brands. However, when looking at their click-through rate, they can see that the click-through rate of 0.9% exceeds the peer click-through rate top quartile, which is 0.78%. Although their impressions are not near the peer impressions top 25%, they can see that their click-through rate surpasses the peer click-through rate top 25%. Based on this, GreenPot can conclude that their campaigns have been effective for their campaign goal of reaching shoppers and encouraging them to consider their brand and products. Still, they may want to increase their bids and budgets to get their impression count more towards the peer impression top 25%, which is about 355,000 impressions. And this can be a learning that they take into their Q4 holiday campaigns. The next two reports that I want to explore are the advertised product report and the purchase product report. Together, these can answer the question of how will I know how each advertised product performed during the peak period. Understanding how specific products performed during previous peak and holiday periods is key for campaign optimization, since many advertisers often aim to boost sales and product awareness during a peak period. These insights can influence the individual products that you choose to include in your holiday campaigns, and even how you structure your campaigns and your ad groups. You can use the advertised product report to find insights into sales and performance metrics for your advertised products in all campaigns that received at least one impression, which is useful to see how each product performed during the peak period. Sellers can also view a similar report, the purchase product report, which contains details on the non-advertised products shoppers purchase after clicking on your ad. And this can help you find new advertising opportunities based on what shoppers are actually buying. It also shows how the advertised products perform at the keyword, product, and category level. Let's look at how GreenPot used both of these reports to optimize their holiday campaigns. Let's start by looking at the actions that GreenPot could take for the high-performing products in the advertised product report. And what high-performing refers to is products with a great click-through rate, low advertising cost of sale, or high ROAS. And we'd recommend keeping them active and boosting them even more in their existing holiday ad campaigns, or creating a new campaign dedicated to top performers. Then, if there are some products with low impressions and other products are getting more impressions, we'd recommend moving these products into a new separate campaign dedicated to low-performing products for the holidays. This campaign could be closely monitored and quickly paused if needed. Finally, GreenPot should identify some low-performing products with low click-through rates and high ACoS. For these products, we'd recommend pausing them or creating a different campaign strategy if they wanted to keep advertising them. Next, we have the purchase product report from the fictional brand GreenPot. As a reminder, the purchase product report provides details on the non-advertised products that shoppers purchased after clicking on your ad. This report can help you find new advertising opportunities for Q4 and get insights into what shoppers are buying. The purchase product report offers a custom date range within the last 60 days. So, how can you use this report to optimize your holiday campaigns? If there are some products in the purchase product report with a high number of purchases, we recommend keeping these active in your holiday campaigns. If there's a product that led to the purchase of a different product and the purchased ASIN isn't listed in the report as one of the advertised ASINs, we'd recommend adding this to your advertising campaigns for the holiday period, as it's a product that shoppers are buying. A question that we often receive from advertisers looking to optimize their holiday campaigns is, where can I find my top performing shopping queries? And my recommendation is to use the search term report. Advertising on Amazon can provide some great insights, especially into the shopping queries that are driving results for your goals. Remember that these may change regularly, especially during a peak period, so it's important to make sure that you're filtering your report date range. My advice is to spend time in your search term report identifying high-performing shopping queries and products. Let's go ahead and look at GreenPot's search term report as an example. Remember, the search term report shows the shopping queries that resulted in at least one click. If there are some high-performing shopping queries in the report, we recommend adding them into your manual holiday sponsored product campaigns using exact match. Additionally, if there are high-performing shopping queries in the report that are showing lower impressions, we recommend also adding these queries as keywords. You should consider increasing the bids for these keywords to help you get stronger results. If there are some low-performing shopping queries, we recommend adding these as negative keywords, either with phrase match or exact match. Negative phrase match, for example, will prevent your ad from appearing when a shopping query contains this word. Some keywords might not be relevant to your advertised product. We recommend using separate campaigns for different keyword strategies, separating branded shopping queries and category keywords. To keep these keywords from spending budget from this campaign, we recommend adding them as negative keywords using exact match. As an additional tip, in the customer search term column of the report, you may notice alphanumeric entries alongside some more recognizable shopping queries, such as phone case. These alphanumeric entries correspond to a product detail page for ASINs on which your ad was displayed. You will only see ASIN-related entries listed as customer shopping queries for your automatic targeted campaigns. You can use both the search term report and search term tab to find peak period and holiday shopping queries to use across your relevant manual campaigns. Beyond this, you can use the lower performing shopping queries and ASINs in your negative targeting to prevent your ads from being eligible to display for keywords or products that don't meet your goals. And this leads us into the next section of our presentation, and this is features that you can use to help optimize your Q4 campaigns. Let's start with learning even more about negative targeting. Negative targeting is a key way to reduce spend on your non-converting keywords and products. And this can help you make sure that your ad investment is being spent wisely, which is important any time of year and certainly important during peak periods like Q4. So let's start by looking at the benefits of using negative targeting for your holiday campaigns. First, help improve ROAS. Use negative targeting to exclude certain brands or products that you don't want your ads to show against. Next is budget control. Negative targeting can help you prevent non-relevant and non-strategic clicks. And third is placement control. Including a negative list of irrelevant brands and products helps your ad to display in shopping results and product pages more related to your advertised products. You can optimize your Q4 campaigns using negative targeting for both keywords and products. Let's go ahead and look at some scenarios to demonstrate how this can be incorporated successfully into your holiday strategy. Let's start with negative keyword targeting. On this slide, we've identified some scenarios demonstrating how negative keyword targeting can help your campaigns. We'll continue to use our fictional cookware brand, Green Pot. For the first scenario, identify low-performing keywords in the search term report and add them as negative keywords. In our scenario, the targeted keywords were being broadly matched to cheap Dutch oven, which didn't generate sales. The keyword cheap is not resulting in strong performance, and to help reverse that, it should be added as a negative keyword in all relevant campaigns. For scenario number 2, in this scenario, the branded term Green Pot matches the generic keywords, making it difficult to differentiate the performance of both campaigns. In this case, Green Pot should be added as a negative keyword in the generic campaign and as a keyword in the branded campaigns. In our third scenario, the keyword Red Dutch Oven is performing well. In that case, there's no need to add it as a negative keyword. Now, let's look at negative product targeting, as it has a slightly different use to negative keyword targeting. First, when you identify ASINs in the search term report, this means that your ad displayed on their related product detail page. Now, here are some ways that you can use negative product targeting in your holiday campaigns. Scenario number 1. You can identify low-performing ASINs in the search term report and add them as negative products in your campaign to help prevent ads from being shown against these ASINs. For example, in this first scenario, the advertiser targeted their own saucepan, which didn't generate good results. So the immediate action was to pause the term and add it as a negative keyword in this campaign to avoid appearing on that product detail page again. In our second scenario, the campaign shows when shoppers browse for a complementary product from a similar brand, which can make cross-selling hard and costly. Since this is not something that the advertiser wants, the solution is to use negative product targeting to exclude the other brand. In this third scenario, the ad appeared on the product detail page of a Dutch oven from another brand, which we consider a substitute. So the best course of action is to add it as a negative product target and negative brand target. However, Green Pot can add that product to the other brand's targeted campaign. You may also want to consider using negative targeting to prevent your ad from being eligible to display for products that are cheaper than yours, have better ratings, or have a higher number of customer reviews. This will avoid putting your ad in placements where it may not be as competitive. Let's go ahead and pause here and review another optimization feature for your campaigns, and this is portfolios. As you may know, portfolios are a group of campaigns that you can organize to meet your advertising needs. You can create portfolios by brand, product category, or by season to provide structure and help manage your advertising activity. Adding all of your eligible peak period or holiday campaigns into one portfolio is a great way to keep them organized and see how they're performing at any time. With portfolios, you can use budget limits to manage the total spend of multiple campaigns in a given period of time. Essentially, this can help ensure that the portfolio's total spend doesn't exceed the budget that you've established. When the budget limit is reached across all campaigns in the portfolio, they will stop running. There are 3 budget limit options available for portfolios. By default, the portfolio budget is set to no budget limit. This adjustment allows portfolio campaigns to continue spending until they have used individual campaign budgets. Periodic monthly budget limit is another option, which allows you to set a periodic monthly budget for the portfolio. The portfolio budget will restore on the first day of each month. You can also set a budget limit by date range, and this lets you select a specific date range for your budget limit. At the end of the date range, if the campaigns aren't running, you can extend the end date to continue publishing. If the range of dates for the budget limit of the portfolio is earlier than the campaign's end date, campaigns in that portfolio pause when the portfolio reaches the end date. This is another great option if you have a group of campaigns for a specific peak period, as you can add these into a portfolio and then set the date range limit to the end of the peak period. This is an option that Greenpot could use for their holiday campaigns. I do want to note that portfolio level budget limits overwrite campaign level limits. So, if a portfolio budget is depleted, all campaigns associated with it will be paused, even those that might have budget remaining. To help you maximize spending without exceeding the budget limit, we recommend setting a higher budget for better performing campaigns than for the portfolio budget. Also, if you've reached the budget limit of the portfolio and want to restart your campaigns, you can increase the total budget and date range or eliminate the budget limit. We just spent some time looking at how you can use negative targeting to optimize your holiday campaigns. This quote from the CEO of Simple Modern, Mike Beckham, explores how you can combine negative targeting with another feature that makes it easier to scale your optimizations and learnings. And this is bulk operations. One of the most helpful things that Amazon Ads has done is providing more bulk features. One of the ones that I make the most frequent use of is negative key terms. We might have a campaign that's using broad keywords that's hitting 30,000 different keywords. And we'll find keywords that are not working within that 30,000 group. And we will bulk upload them as negative key terms. That way, I might upload 1,500 keywords saying I do not want to target these keywords. So going off the above, let's talk more about this feature. With bulk operations, you can create and edit campaigns directly from an Excel file. With your advertising console, you can find bulk operations in the side navigation under Sponsored Ads. The main benefit of bulk operations is that you can build, manage, and optimize multiple campaigns at the same time. You can add products, keywords, and negative keywords to existing campaigns, and pause or archive products or keywords. You can also create and edit portfolios, which, as we learned earlier, is a great way to organize your campaigns according to your business needs. And you can view performance results for your campaigns, keywords, and products from today up to 60 days respectively. With these aggregated results, you can review and optimize many campaigns at once. And this is perfect while preparing for a peak or holiday period. As we saw earlier, you'll likely have a wide range of optimizations to make to strengthen your campaigns. As you're using bulk operations, there are a couple of tips we recommend keeping in mind. You can create your own filters and apply them to all headers in the bulk spreadsheet. And you can filter for specific metrics that you're interested in reviewing, so that you can analyze your campaigns more deeply and optimize them more easily. As an example, you can use filters to sort by keywords that have the fewest impressions, so that you can then try increasing the bids on these keywords to help drive more impressions. From there, you can choose to make modifications across other parts of your campaign, like increasing your budget, turning on bidding controls, and updating the end date for high-performing campaigns. As you prepare your campaigns for the holiday period using the learnings that you've collected over the past year, you'll find that there are a few ways that bulk operations can help. First, as mentioned, they are scalable. You can edit all of your new or existing campaigns at once using a single spreadsheet. It's also simple to fill out, and you can add new campaigns spanning hundreds of keywords and targeted products at once. Then there's the time-saving aspect. We know that nobody has the time, or let's be honest, the desire to manually make a lot of edits to their campaigns. And this is especially true as you prepare for a peak period. So using bulk operations can be a great tool. Now, Here are some best practices to keep in mind when using bulk operations during peak periods. Leading up to key shopping periods, you can prepare campaigns in advance using bulk sheets offline. Once the event is live, you can change campaigns from paused to active. Then, when the event is complete, you can move from active to paused. Keep in mind that the larger your bulk sheet file is, the longer it will take to process and upload. And this can be good to remember if you're planning to upload during a key day. So just make sure that you give yourself time. I now want to move on and look at the Amazon Ads API. The Amazon Ads API gives you the opportunity to build tools that make managing Amazon Ads campaigns easier. Integrated companies can design tools for scalability, performance, simplicity, and unification. Let's go ahead and look at this quote. Through our integration with Amazon Ads API, we have been able to serve more customers with better results. We are now able to make strategic decisions with larger amounts of insights to drive more success on Amazon. Let's start by looking at the Amazon Ads API and how you can use it to help support your campaigns during peak periods. First is performance. Applications built using the Amazon Ads API can incorporate sophisticated mechanisms to help improve campaign performance. These mechanisms can include automated testing or machine learning algorithm. Next is convenience and ease of use. With the Amazon Ads API, you can automatically perform routine, repeated actions, such as downloading daily performance data, adjusting budgets, and keyword targeting and bidding. For example, you can download reporting every morning at 6 a.m. and automatically store these reports into a database, removing any need for you to go in and download manually. This helps reduce the time that you spend in specific activities and instead allows you to focus on growing your Amazon Ads engagement. Not only is this benefit relevant for large advertisers that manage many campaigns, but also for small advertisers that don't have resources available to manage their Amazon Ads campaigns. And lastly, let's talk about scale. Applications built using the Amazon Ads API can be designed to make it easier for you to use Amazon Ads products quickly and efficiently. Starting with the basics like campaign management and campaign reporting. Tools can automate daily tasks and unify everything into one system. Additionally, using APIs allows you to combine information from other systems like Seller Central. You can leverage these APIs in tandem to unify reporting, marketing, and inventory management for your clients. All of these tasks can be automated to run at scale for hundreds or thousands of advertisers and campaigns. Now, let's go ahead and recap what we just covered. We started by reviewing the importance of collecting learnings from your peak period campaigns over the last year, and the steps that you can take to capture these. This included examples of reports that you may find useful and results-based optimization scenarios. We then explored how you can use negative targeting to efficiently optimize your campaigns. Before looking at how you can incorporate portfolios into your campaign management process to manage your holiday campaigns and automate campaign budgets. We ended with an in-depth look at bulk operations and the Amazon Ads API, two features that make managing and scaling your campaigns easier than ever. With that, I want to say thank you so much for attending my session. As a reminder, make sure you fill out the survey, and we're looking forward to seeing you in some of the other great breakout sessions throughout Amazon Accelerate.